and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. I am Camille, and on today's episode we will be making two desserts. One will be the oatmeal raisin cookies, possibly adding some cranberries and some nuts in there because everything is delicious. And the second one will be the Danish. I'm going to be making a cherry cheese Danish out of crescent rolls. All right, let me show you what you need for these recipes. Let's get started with the cherry Danish first. For this recipe, you will need 2 crescent roll sheets. I couldn't find the sheets, so we're just going to use the actual rolls. You need 1 package of cream cheese, 2 eggs, some vanilla, some cherry filling, and some sugar. To my bowl, I have added 3/4 of a cup of just regular granulated sugar. You can use a whole cup, but I didn't have quite a whole 8 ounces of cream cheese. I have about 6 ounces of cream cheese here, so I'm going to use what I have today. So we are going to go ahead and cream this up. Now, I am using softened cream cheese here. It works so much better. You will need a teaspoon of vanilla. I have just a little bit left of my vanilla bean paste. That's what I'll be using today, but you can just use vanilla extract. Okay, and then we're going to add 1 egg. The other egg is going to be for our egg wash. Okay, go ahead and cream this together. All right, to my pan, I'm going to spray a little nonstick spray on here. Probably is not needed, but I always take that extra precaution. Excuse my reach. All right, I have 8-ounce crescent rolls here. And we're going to be using both containers for this. And they do not make these easy to get into. Not yet. The struggle is real over here. Okay. Since I just have the regular crescent rolls, I'm just going to roll these out. I have an 8 by 11.5 pan here. And I'm just going to press the Danish, or, our crescent rolls. This is what we are using for Danish. You can use a 9 by 13 here. I did not. I'm just going to use this one. Oh, it looks a little sad. Okay. And I'm just going to seal my seams here so they don't come apart. All right. Then we're going to take our cream cheese mixture. Dump that in the bottom. I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees. All right, we just want to spread this all out. Oh, this smells so good. All right, and then we have a 21-ounce can of cherry topping. That's what I'm using today. But you can use whatever topping you want. And no, I am not making it from scratch today. This is my help from the grocery store today. All right, we're just going to spread that on out. we're going to take our second topping, our second batch of crescent rolls. Let's see if I do a better job of opening this one. I did not. Okay. There we go. Okay, just going to unroll. And we are going to spread this one on top. Pinch together our seams. Cover it all up. All right, that looks good. Let me just rinse my hands real quick. And now we are going to make our egg wash. So I am just going to separate the white from the yolk. And I actually have another recipe that I'm going to be using the yolks for. There we go. Let me add a tablespoon of water. I'm just going to beat this up. And then we are just going to brush the top of our Danish. This just helps it to brown. Okay, now we are going to throw this in the oven at 350 for 35 to 45 minutes, depending on your oven. And I'll bring you back once that is done. Okay, to my bowl, I am starting off with 2 sticks of softened butter. You should be using some unsalted butter, but definitely use whatever you have. Today, mine is salted. We are now making the oatmeal raisin cookies. To this, I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar and half a cup of granulated sugar. So let me pull this out here. I'm using light brown sugar today. We're going to use 1 whole cup. All right, we're going to go ahead and cream that together. All right, to this we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I'm just using my own homemade version. 2 whole eggs, better if they're at room temperature. Alright, we're just going to scrape down the edges of the bowl. All right, and now we're going to do our dry mixture. So we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour. Three-quarters of a teaspoon of salt. I'm just using kosher salt here. We need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And we need a half of a teaspoon of the nutmeg. All right, stir that one. All right, and then we are going to be adding 3 cups of our rolled oats. And I am just using the quick cook. Okay, just mix that up just a little bit. Doesn't have to really be combined that much because we're just going to put it in our mixer anyway. Okay, I'm going to add half now. Okay, and we need 1.5 cups of raisins. I'm going to be adding part of it as cranberries and half as raisins. I'm using golden raisins. Looks like we have approximately a cup of raisins in here. And then we are going to be adding a half a cup of pecans. You can use walnuts or whatever your favorite nut is here. Okay, if you are ready to bake, we are going to go ahead and put these on our cookie sheets now, but I do have the Danish in the oven, so I am going to put this in the refrigerator until our Danish is done. All right, our Danish is just about ready to come out of the oven, so let's go ahead and get our cookies on, shall we? So I'm going to make these about a golf ball size. They don't really spread too much. I absolutely love oatmeal raisin cookies. They are just one of my absolute favorites. And I do have to say, the cafeteria where I work at, they make pretty darn good oatmeal raisin cookies. They probably get them sent in from like a bakery or something. Supposedly they make everything on site, but when I get the opportunity and I want to splurge a little bit, that's what I'll pick up on a day that I want something sweet. All right, we are going to bake these at 375 for about 9 minutes. It may take a little longer depending on your oven. So just check on them halfway through, turn them so they all bake evenly. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven and just keep going until they are all baked up for us. Okay, now that our Danish is finished baking, this is what it looks like. And our cookies are almost done, so we will do a taste test here in a moment. All right, guys, now that our cherry cheese Danish and our oatmeal raisin cookies are done, let's give them a try. So our oatmeal raisin, we've got the crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside, moist, delicious. Let's try that. It's got the nice cranberries and raisins, taste of pecans, cinnamon and nutmeg. These are my favorite for a reason. I hope you make these because this is a very good recipe. Now for our cherry cheese Danish. I may have sampled that one already. We're going to give that a try. You've got the flaky, buttery crust, because you can't go wrong with crescent rolls. Take some help from the grocery store once in a while. And it tastes like cherry cheesecake inside. This is a fabulous breakfast that you can make on Thanksgiving morning, or if you have company, set it out with a coffee. You can actually make this the night before and have it ready. Christmas morning, all of that would be great. All right, well, I hope you try these. If you do, leave a comment below. Let me know what kind you made. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button and catch us for more of these at home or from scratch or semi-homemade recipes. Thanks, guys.